morning, this is the Paradise Unicorn Priestess, and we are doing day 63 of A Course in Miracles, the Yin translation where we use female words. This would be March 4th if you're starting at the new year. The gift of freedom. If God's will for you is complete peace and joy, unless you experience only this, you must be refusing to acknowledge her will. Her will does not vacillate, being changeless forever. When you are not at peace, it can only be because you do not believe you are in her. Yet, she is all in all. Her peace is complete, and you must be included in it. Her laws govern you because they govern everything. You cannot exempt yourself from her laws, although you can disobey them. Yet if you do, and only if you do, you will feel lonely and helpless because you are denying yourself everything. I am come as a light into the world that does deny itself everything. It does this simply by dissociating itself from everything. It is therefore an illusion of isolation, maintained by fear of the same loneliness that is its illusion. I said that I am with you always, even unto the end of the world. That is why I am the light of the world. If I am with you in the loneliness of the world, the loneliness is gone. You cannot maintain the illusion of loneliness if you are not alone. My purpose, then, is still to overcome the world. I do not attack it, but my light must dispel it because of where it is. Light does not attack darkness, but it does shine it away. If my light goes with you everywhere, you shine it away with me. The light becomes ours, and you cannot abide in darkness any more than darkness can abide wherever you go. The remembrance of me is the remembrance of yourself and of her who sent me to you. You were in darkness until God's will was done completely by any part of the childship. When this was done, it was perfectly accomplished by all. How else could it be perfectly accomplished? My mission was simply to unite the will of the childship with the will of the mother by being aware of the mother's will myself. This is the awareness I came to give you, and your problem in accepting it is the problem of this world. The world must therefore despise and reject me because the world is the belief that love is impossible. If you will accept the fact that I am with you, you are denying the world and accepting God. My will is hers, and your decision to hear me is the decision to hear her voice and abide in her will. As God sent me to you, so will I send you to others, and I will go to them with you, so we can teach them peace and union. Do you not think the world needs peace as much as you do? Do you not want to give it to the world as much as you want to receive it? For unless you do, you will not receive it. If you want to have it of me, you must give it. Healing does not come from anyone else. You must accept guidance from within. The guidance must be what you want, or it will be meaningless to you. That is why healing is a collaborative venture. I can tell you what to do, but you must collaborate by believing that I know what you should do. Only then will your mind choose to follow me. Without this choice, you could not be healed, because you would have decided against healing, and this rejection of my decision for you makes healing impossible. Healing reflects our joint will. This is obvious when you consider what healing is for. Healing is the way in which the separation is overcome. Separation is overcome by union. It cannot be overcome by separating. The decision to unite must be unequivocal, or the mind itself is divided and not whole. Your mind is the means by which you determine your own condition, because mind is the mechanism of decision. It is the power by which you separate or join and experience pain or joy accordingly. My decision cannot overcome yours because yours is as powerful as mine. If it were not so, the children of God would be unequal. All things are possible through our joint decision, but mine alone cannot help you. Your will is as free as mine, and God herself would not go against it. I cannot will what God does not will. I can offer my strength to make yours invincible, But I cannot oppose your decision without competing with it and thereby violating God's will for you. Nothing God created can oppose your decision, as nothing God created can oppose her will. God gave your will its power, which I can only acknowledge in honor of hers. If you want to be like me, I will help you, knowing that we are alike. If you want to be different, I will wait until you change your mind. I can teach you, but only you can choose to listen to my teaching. How else can it be if God's realm is freedom? Freedom cannot be learned by tyranny of any kind, and the perfect equality of all God's children cannot be recognized through the dominion of one mind over another. God's children are equal in will, all being the will of their mother. This is the only lesson I came to teach. If your will were not mine, it would not be our mother's. This would mean you have imprisoned yours and have not let it be free. Of yourself, you can do nothing, because of yourself, you are nothing. I am nothing without the mother, and you are nothing without me, because by denying the mother, you deny yourself. I will always remember you, and in my remembrance of you lies your remembrance of yourself. In our remembrance of each other lies our remembrance of God, and in this remembrance lies your freedom, because your freedom is in her. Join then with me in praise of her, and you whom she created. This is our gift of gratitude to her, which she will share with all her creations, to whom she gives equally whatever is acceptable to her. Because it is acceptable to her, it is the gift of freedom, which is her will for all her children. By offering freedom, you will be free. Freedom is the only gift you can offer to God's children, being an acknowledgement of what they are and what she is. Freedom is creation because it is love. Whom you seek to imprison, you do not love. Therefore, when you seek to imprison anyone, including yourself, you do not love her, and you cannot identify with her. When you imprison yourself, you are losing sight of your true identification with me and with the mother. Your identification is with the mother and with the child. It cannot be with one and not the other. If you are part of one, you must be part of the other, because they are one. The Holy Trinity is holy because it is one. If you exclude yourself from this union, you are perceiving the Holy Trinity as separated. You must be included in it, because it is everything. Unless you take your place in it and fulfill your function as part of it, the Holy Trinity is as bereft as you are. No part of it can be imprisoned if the truth is to be known. Okay, lesson 63. The light of the world brings peace to every mind through my forgiveness. How holy are you who have the power to bring peace to every mind. How blessed are you who can learn to recognize the means for letting this be done through you. What purpose could you have that would bring you greater happiness? You are indeed the light of the world with such a function. The child of God looks to you for her redemption. It is yours to give her, for it belongs to you. Accept no trivial purpose or meaningless desire in its place, or you will forget your function and leave the child of God in hell. This is no idle request that is being asked of you. You are being asked to accept salvation that it may be yours to give. Recognizing the importance of this function, we will be happy to remember it very often today. We will begin the day by acknowledging it and close the day with the thought of it in our awareness. And throughout the day, we will repeat this as often as we can. The light of the world brings peace to every mind through my forgiveness. I am the means God has appointed for the salvation of the world. If you close your eyes, you will probably find it easier to let the related thoughts come to you in the minute or two that you should devote to considering this. Do not, however, wait for such an opportunity. No chance should be lost for reinforcing today's idea. Remember that God's child looks to you for her salvation, and who but yourself must be her child? Okay, beautiful ones, enjoy today's practice. May you have peace, and may you feel in touch with love. Until next time.